in taking the book from being, quite a slim little volume up to 8 hours, obviously there was a lot of invention and expanding that was going to have to happen.
You know the rules, sweetheart. If this boy wants to pick you up, he can come inside and meet the family.
Dad, no. I think the parents add an emotional complexity. The kids are so in the present, they're experiencing it as they see it. The parents are dealing with the kind of emotional weight of what's going on for them.
And Judy are kind of, a little sort of stitched up and a little nerdy and a bit sort of straighty 180.
We got a new computer at work today.
Ah!
It'll calculate all the statistics for a month of research in a day. It's amazing.
Martin's very vulnerable. He's very sort of wears his heart on his sleeve, and it's been really challenging for me and absolutely out of my comfort zone, and that's really exciting. So I've really loved it.
What are you doing?
Thinking.
Oh, lucky you.
Martin and Judy, the further the series develops, I just love watching this sort of kind of tortured love between them. They're sort of just confused about why they're not quite working as a couple.
I'm just so relieved that I finally get to play myself. Very intelligent, got a lot of opinions. We love the colour brown, and we love unnatural fibres.
Man puts penis in woman's vagina.
Get lost.
He moves it up and down.
Can you shut up?
David is played by little Ed Oxenbould, and he's an absolute gem.
And you should see our handshake.
Probably steals the show. He's a very funny little,
He's beautiful.
weird little boy, which is probably the perfect sort of character that came from these two characters.
Yeah. Your son is smoking cigarettes. That was a cigarette, wasn't it?
Where did you get it?
I don't want a dog. Debbie.
And then there's
The others.
the others. Sue's parents, Roger
They're
and
just
Pam,
happy,
drinking,
don't
smoking,
care about
skinny
anything.
dipping, there's
playing stripjack poker and just
Yeah.
being irresponsible, basically.
I wouldn't be happy with Roger being with other women.
What about a threesome if you were there, you were around taking photos?
I'd get too jealous.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't even like a three-way if I said yes to the three-way. I wouldn't, because I'd get a bit jello vanillo.
We're a very happy-go-lucky, freewheeling couple, enjoying the late 70s Australian dream.
I think as parents we're really understanding and quite liberal. Like we don't let Sue just go out and go crazy, but it's about respecting. So good night, sweetheart. Kiss any boys? No. Also, I think as a couple, we're actually really good mates and we love each other.
Now she'll be at home just tending to her husband's every whim.
I don't recall that being part of my plans.
She's happy just chilling out at home and doing not a lot and being the housewife where her husband goes off to work. Whereas you can see in Roger that he really wants to keep going and trying to get more and more, not just be content with just enough. Dan and Susie are fantastic. We have so much fun. We did a little scene in the car one time where we had the camera in the car and, we were singing and Dan was going crazy and they were supposed to be really drunk and I was supposed to be the parent, really in the back seat.
It gets trying at times.
Yes.
It can get kind of intense. Susie's kind of... She's needy and emotional.
High maintenance.
Very high maintenance. Very doer personality, very sad, very kind of Russian. She's got a
Very European.
very European
in my acting
sensibilities.
style.
No. You need to extract the smart ass and dump it off a cliff somewhere.
Ferris, who I play, he spends a lot of time spending nights in the city, and he sort of makes up excuses that he has early starts and late nights, and he's obviously spending time with
Root
someone.
canals.
Emergencies. Emergency root canals, that's it.
Right.
Yeah, he's got an emergency root canal in the morning, so it's best rather than come back here.
Yvonne's very conventional, but I think that a lot of women back then kind of had to be conventional, or else they were seen as scarlet women or sluts.
Mum was cooking dinner.
Yeah, and now she's not.
So let's sit down and eat. She spent the last hour cooking and...
It's fine, I feel like Chinese.
She tries to stay happy, always happy and generous to her son and husband.
The Hennessy household is they're just so dysfunctional, and every scene's supposed to feel so uncomfortable and like you don't even want to watch, like, because they're falling to bits.
Gary just asked why we don't go to the drive-in anymore. Kids say the funniest things, don't they?
I think there's so much more depth in this than any other television series I've worked on.
What if she wanted us to keep her home and we just didn't see it? Do you think that's possible?
I think she really wanted to go.
We explore multiple character arcs in multiple generations, the parents, the kids, surfy culture, the hedonism, the chauvinism, but looking at that in retrospect and indirectly looking at now.
It's a matter of getting an ensemble you like and believe and trust, and then when you've done it, if it works, you think, how will we ever think anything ever different? And it's only when you get to that point do you think, yeah, we've got this right, I think.